Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to install Spark, and in my subsequent video I'm going to show you how to install Mahout. These two are interdependent, not exactly, but at times we need, there are procedures how to work with Spark using Mahout. There's a lot of documentation online, so that is why most of the time whenever we have Spark in our computer, whenever we have Mahout in our computer, it's also better to have the Spark in our computer. In this video, this is first video of the two videos, a couple of video series related to data analytics using Spark and Mahout. So I'll just I already have Spark in my computer, but however I will again try to download and show you. I have Hadoop in my computer because this is one of the, so obviously we need Spark. I mean, we work with I'm sorry, HD user. I have two users in this Hadoop version. I think I should be having 2.8. I could even go for 3, but I thought it's a very old virtual machine. I recently upgraded to 18.04, and subsequently I should go for 20.04, which is the latest Ubuntu. It's taking time. 2.8.2 something, whatever. So Spark I have in my Spark. I think we need to go to the shell, unless it is not possible for us to look into the version number of the Spark shell. I don't know. Maybe I can go to the bin folder, and anyway it is loading. So I have the Spark in my, oh, I'm sorry, actually I didn't start the master as a slave. I have to do that well before I start Spark shell. Let's see. It takes a bit of time because my virtual machine is running on very meager resources. The version is, so this is what is the version, 2.2.4.7, that is the version. Scala version is 2.11.12. This is actually, so I can, there is also, so this is actually 2.4. I don't need to do all this. I think there must be some simple mechanism to know about the version, but so to quit Scala, I need to use this :quit, and I'll just come back. So where is this Scala? I'm sorry, Spark. It is at Spark home. So here, okay. If I go, so this is Spark, and now I have Mahout also here. Somewhere it should be here. Mahout is. So I'm going to show you how to get the Spark and install in. So first I will I think I created Symlink. Okay. So first let me. Why I want to go for the new version is this. I just want to, there is a problem in my bin folder, cd bin, it's not bin, I think, yes, bin, yeah, okay, yes, bin. Here there must be kind of cd bin. I think, compute class path. So this was not there. Actually, I downloaded and did this myself. Actually, it was not available when I downloaded it from the Spark I installed the Spark from the Spark website. So this time I want to do it a bit differently. Okay. So what I need to do? So let me open this. What is happening? it has gone somewhere. Okay, now you can go for downloads, apache.org. This is actually the place where we'll get all Apache projects. This is nonsense. So I can just bring this find and then go for Spark. Here is the, and here you can go for 2.4.7, 3. This time I would like to go for, anyway we need to download the binaries. So here you got Spark dash 3.0.1 dash bin Hadoop 3.2. No, this is not, I don't have the Hadoop 3 in my computer. I should go for the 2.7. However, it is possible for us to work with Spark 3.2. So this time let me see if I can get what I am intending for. I can do this in many ways. I can just download this, but it goes to my default user. It won't go to the HD user. So what I do is I just copy link location. I'm in HD user here. I'm in the home. First let me rm sudo rmrf spark. So let me get rid of the existing Spark in my wget, then control paste. So I should be able to get this. Ensure that you are going to download the binaries, not the sources. If you are, I am showing you how to install Spark by using binaries, not the sources. There is another way of installing Spark by compiling from the binary sources. That is not the way that is altogether a different concept. This is the easiest way. Somebody already compiled the sources and kept the binaries in the repository. That is the easiest way. It's going to take a lot of time. I'll just pause my video and then come back once the download is ready for me. My downloads are going to be finished in no time. I'm almost, but it took a lot of time to me, more than a couple of minutes. It depends on the speed, data speed, okay, now I got this Spark 3.0.1 something like that. Now what I need to do is very simple. So installing all this Hadoop based Hadoop ecosystem is very simple. We just have to download the software applications and then extract them to a particular folder, set up the, so it's as usual, like you can just go through a few of my videos which I shot for Hadoop. It's the same protocol, we don't have everything. So now what I need to do, thar xvzf, these are actually the options which we usually use to compress, extract the, it is actually tcz kind of. So Spark, then press enter. That's it. You don't need to do anything and don't think much. It's not going to yield anything. Okay, now it is ready. What I need to do, I'll just move this to and I create a Spark home folder. Move Spark. Okay, this is where user. So usually this is the place which I prefer to keep all Hadoop. I'll push that there. Now cd user and then local. If I go there, that should be over there. See 3.0. Now I can create. I unlink this existing Spark. So sudo unlink Spark. Okay, now LLA, that Spark should disappear. Now I should go for, now I go for sudo ln link symbolic. I'm just creating a symbolic link, Spark 3 and then Spark. Okay, one thing I didn't do is actually I should have, okay, let me see. Now LLA Now Spark is, why I'm doing this is because I immediately after I extract these binaries to a particular directory, I should be able to I must create environmental variable for this in order to work with Spark. And where do I need to do that? Sudo gedit. Okay, there is a file called bash rc or profile, whatever it is, profile rc or profile, whatever it is. So in bash rc I already set up all these environmental variables. Spark home, this is what you need to do. So after you compress them, I'm using uncompress, extract those binaries into a particular directory, then after that you Spark home is equal to, this is the location. So for this I can use different Spark versions irrespective of the environmental variables in this bash rc file. That is actually the strategy why I created this symlink. Okay, and then path variable, then PySpark is Spark actually comes up with two different workflows. One is with Scala and the other one is with Python. So we can use Python or Scala. Spark is just a library which we use with we need to have a REPL or REPL. Okay, there are two types of REPL available for Spark. One is Scala, the other one is Python. So this is we need to tell where to pick Python from. In my computer I have Python 3, that is why I created this anyway. And I also have anyway I'll show you Mahout in my later video. For this time being, let me show you. So once you do this, and you just have to source your bash rc. Okay, so if any changes are there, those changes will be done, ready for our work. So once that is over, then I can just check, say Spark is going on, Spark shell. Okay, let me do this, and after that I have to start start. I'll just do, okay, let me see, start master. Yeah, master sh is there, it's going on. So after I start, we should be able to start the master. And then at this stage, if I go to the web browser and check local host :8080, I should be able to see Spark context. Spark should be available. Problem loading, it's not going on, I don't know, for some unknown reasons. Deploy master, yeah, we should be having that. Local host 8080, is it 8080 or what? Yeah, now it's coming. I think it was not ready. So my virtual, that is the problem in virtual machine. Now what I do, this is actually a master. Now we are going to copy this. Okay, and then now you observe very carefully, we don't have any worker running right now. Worker means slave. Now let's go back. This time start slave .sh. By the way, these sh files are there from the we are executing these as sh files from sbin directory inside Spark home directory. Okay, now we need to paste this line Spark. We are just telling it to start the slave in the same port. Otherwise there will be, even if you forget that particular part of the statement, it will remind you that you need to put Spark, something like that. Now at this moment in time, if you refresh your browser, you should be able to see some worker here. It is still not available. Once again I'll do that. Yeah, now you see there is some change. Now worker, it is active, the slave is active, and what we did is actually we created a single node pseudo distribution context of a Spark. So there is it mimics like there is a master and there is a slave, and this is a memory. These are all actually kind of insufficient resources. You need to have a good machine, hardware and software resources to work with Spark as well as. By the way, Spark is a good software application which even can run with meager resources. Whenever I call resources, I mean hardware and software. Okay, now let's go back and see. Let me run this Spark shell. At this point, I can go for. By the way, if I use Spark dash shell, I'm going to open the Scala REPL. Okay, please be cautious. Now Spark shell, you should be able to. So by the way, it is not my old 2.4. something. It is 3.1. something like that. It is a newer version of Spark in my machine. I have two different versions in my machine. I unlinked the earlier Spark version, and now I am working with Spark 3. By the way, it works with Hadoop 2.7 and after versions. So we need to have a Hadoop version which is greater than or equal to 2.7. So I have 2.8, so I don't have the problem. So it takes time. I'll just pause this video and come back once it is getting ready. So one good thing about this Spark in Spark 3 is that we have a Spark context. Earlier we used to have SQL, I think, but recent versions we have Spark. This Spark command was not there. So this is, you see, earlier at the beginning of the video I've shown you 2.4. something like that. Okay, but now it is 3.0, and I have 2.12.10 Scala. This is working with default 1.8.0 Java. Now to check if my installation is correct or not, I'll just do a kind of activity, small kind of. If I use SA version, I should be able to see the version. Okay, it is 3.0.1, and then I can start. It is just going on. If I use, I can just make use of an internal command called help. It will let me know what are the possible commands which I can use inside Spark. Okay, and here I think a version also should be there somewhere here. What is the version? I don't know, SC. Is there anything called SC? Okay, anyway, let's SC is a Spark context. There are two contexts here, Spark and Spark context. If I use Spark, and Spark will let me know the Spark session, something like that. Spark. This is the session details. Right now we are in this session. These are the session details of the Spark. Okay, let me do a small activity. I'm going to create an ODD, and it is a special name in Spark culture. So what I do is Spark has got Spark context, and then dot parallelize, and then it is coming actually, parallelize. Let me parallelize. I'm just making use of sequence. Here I just create a bullshit data. Just don't care. Okay, I'm just creating a sequence. So then now I got this RDD object inside. So if I use count method, I should be able to see how many elements are being created. There are 3 elements. There should be 3. Long 3 RDD. And then if I use for each, this method is going to print ln. This is just going to get me all the elements inside that RDD object. For each print ln. 1, 2, 3. So this, okay, everything is fine. So which means I successfully installed Spark in my Ubuntu 18.04 operating system, which is again installed virtual machine, VMware virtual machine. So this is for this video. I'll just come back in my next video. I'm going to show you how to set up Mahout. Okay, and then I'll be showing you how to work with datasets how to analyze datasets using Mahout. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the new content, and also please subscribe to my video channel.